committed to doing that. I just don't have any updates at this time. I'm going to go to back there.
Thank you, Karine. Haiti has gone through another tough week. I know you were questioned earlier this week, but we heard Helen Lalim at the UN Security Council talk about it. Yesterday, it was the police officers who paralyzed Port-au-Prince because there were officers that had horribly been killed over there. Any progress, because people are begging for the United States and Canada to get involved in a respected international force on the ground. Any progress in the discussion?
So, as you know, as you just mentioned, together the U.S. and Canada have taken action to provide assistance to the people of Haiti while also holding those causing this crisis accountable, including through sanctions. That is something that we have announced in the past several months. And as you saw at the NALS summit that just occurred recently in Mexico City, that coordination will continue. During their bilat, President Biden with Prime Minister Trudeau also committed to continue coordination with partners on the U.S. Security Council on the next steps to support stability to Haiti, including support to the Haitian National Police. And so that is a commitment that the President has, and we will continue again to coordinate to see what we can do.
But no new forces on the ground at the moment.
I don't have anything to announce or preview at this time.
The other question I have, Karine, is what's happening in the Middle East and in Israel and the Palestinian territories. We saw what happened in Jenin yesterday. We were hearing that 5 people were killed in the Synagogue in Jerusalem today. I know that the Secretary of State Blinken is in the area. There's a commitment to the two-state solution that's going to be reaffirmed. But does the President intend to do anything concrete towards the solution this year, for instance?
So, as you know, we're aware of the reports yesterday. You just mentioned Secretary Blinken's travel. So we recognize the very real security challenges facing Israel and the Palestinian Authority. That is something that we recognize and condemn terrorist groups planning and carrying out attacks against innocent civilians. And that is something that you will continue to hear from us, and we will be consistent on that. We also regret the loss of innocent lives and injuries to civilians, and are deeply concerned by the escalating cycle of violence in the West Bank. Over the past few days, our administration has been closely engaged with the Israeli and Palestinian Authority on the recent violence and to urge de-escalation. We underscore the urgent need for all parties to de-escalate, to prevent further loss of civilian life, and work together to improve the security situation in the West Bank. Palestinians and Israelis equally deserve to live safely and securely. And you'll hear that from clearly Secretary Blinken, as you just mentioned, his commitment that the President has to a two-state solution, and we will continue to call on de-escalation in the region.
Can I just ask a follow-up to that? I know during May of 2021, when there was violence in the region, President Biden got on the phone with Netanyahu. He was more personally engaged. Is there a reason why we're not seeing the President himself hop on the phone and be more directly engaged?
Well, as you know, the President is very committed to the security, the real security challenges that they're facing here in Israeli and in Palestinian Authority, and we're going to continue to condemn certainly the terrorist groups planning, and we'll continue to be vocal. Don't have anything to read out as far as the President calling the Prime Minister, but as you know, as it was just mentioned, Secretary Blinken is in the region. We had National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, who was there just last week, and I think that shows our commitment to the region, and so you'll continue to see that. Just